Hey, how's it going? It's Josh. Listen, I just did 5 things I hate about this vehicle. 2016 Ram 1500 SLT Bighorn 4x4. Now I'm going to tell you 5 things I love about it, which I'd rather do than tell you what I dislike about it anyways. But number 1 thing I love about this truck is the power that this Hemi has. Man, I tell you, I've driven Hemis before, but this Hemi, it's the gear ratio, I think, in the rear end. It's just crazy fast. I can't explain how fast this thing is. I mean, it's not a race car, but I drive it like one. And if you listen, I mean, it even sounds like a race car. I mean, I guess it is. It's a big motor. But here, I'm going to rev it up so you can hear what I'm getting at. Let me make sure. I mean, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to drive. All right, here we go. And then there's a cop right here on the right. So isn't that great? That's awesome. Anyways, it sounds really good. Nothing's aftermarket, you know, mechanical or exhaust wise. This is all stock. I mean, it sounds good stock. I mean, I wish it was a little bit more rumble, but some folks put these huge like Flowmasters on it that sounds like you could rattle the whole neighborhood. I would like a little bit more, but I don't think I'm going to change it. I think I'm going to keep it the way it is. I mean, it's the duals coming out the bumper in the back, but this thing is fun. Another thing I like about it is how much room you have in here. I mean, this is the biggest spacious truck other than the Mega Cab. I don't think they make a bigger cab. This is a crew cab, but I don't think they make a more spacious cab. My Silverado was crew cab, and it didn't have nowhere near this much space. I mean, there's a lot of room between me and this steering wheel, and I'm a big dude, 6'2" and 300. I mean, I got plenty of room, lots of space. I really love that. There's more things I like about this vehicle than I dislike about it. Another thing I like is I got the crew cab with the 6'4" bed, which usually you get a crew cab, that 6'4" bed is not an option. I'm a dude, you know, I haul things, I tow things. A big bed is a must-have, and it was awesome that I could get a full-size crew cab truck with a full-size bed. That's another thing. I mean, I could go on and on. Things I like about it. I like the steering wheel controls behind the steering wheel to mess with the radio. Even though I don't like the radio, but the controls behind the steering wheel is pretty awesome. That I can use that. I like that a lot. Oh, and you're not going to be able to see this on the video, but I got power folding mirrors. So every time I go through the ATM with any other vehicle, I had a Titan and a 1500 Silverado. Anytime that I went through the ATM, drive-through ATM, I would have to fold the mirrors in, but neither one of those had folding mirrors. Now this one's power folding mirrors. I hit the button, the mirrors fold in. Super convenient, because I mean, let's face it, we're American. We spend money like we have it. But that's another thing I love about it. We were talking about the bed of the truck. The only thing I see that this doesn't have that I wish it did have, it's an easy fix too, because I seen you could buy a little air shock on eBay for like $10 that helps lower the gate softly. And I have little kids, so when they're running around, I don't want to drop the tailgate on their head. So I wish it had that, but it's not super heavy. I mean, it's a big truck, which I love. 4-wheel drive I've used one time, and I think I was just playing with it. I haven't had to use it, haven't gotten stuck, I haven't lost control. I mean, nothing's done aftermarket except the interior, which I changed to leather. But it's just all around. Like I said, I gave it about an 8 out of 10 on the things I like. I like that you know, the storage departments, you got storage out the yin yang. I'm glad I mentioned that, because in the back, those little storage departments and the floorboard, brilliant. They did a great job. I'm excited they came out with that. And they did, I mean, it holds water, so you could put drinks in ice water, or ice that turns to water and be ice water, and they stay cool till wherever you get where you're going. And then you could take them out and wash them and put them back in there. I mean, it's made to do that. Super, super convenient, super nice. I love it. I love the storage. Underneath the back seat, I think this only comes with a Bighorn. You could comment below if I'm wrong about that, but underneath the back seat, it's like a molded compartment that you could put storage in. So I keep ratchet straps, wrenches. I mean, all kinds of this and that. You could probably fit a good full-size rolling jack, hydraulic jack underneath it. But it's super, super nice. My wife, she tells me all the time, this seems much like a more manly truck than a Silverado. I was like, okay, I take it. Usually when the wife says stuff, you always want to correct them because that's what we do as humans. I mean, you see the same person every day of your life. You have discussions like that. Let me think. The power on this thing's a beast. I've covered that. The size inside here, I've covered that. The storage departments and the bed, been a huge bed. This thing looks sharp because it's so big, I believe. I think no matter what you do to it, it's going to be hard to make it look terrible, which is good. That's a good thing to say about a vehicle, especially with these new vehicles that come out and, they put all kinds of, aerodynamics and clean cuts, and it ends up looking weird. For example, that new 19 Silverado, hideous, terrible looking thing.